Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So now we are teaching about Buddha's story. So first of all, we take 5 precepts. So what is the 5 precepts? For the beginners may not know, but later we will explain. So if you go to temple or monastery, it is very usual to take 5 precepts. If you know how to recite from here to learn, so you can go easily to the temple. Sometimes if we don't know how to recite those 5 precepts, we may hesitate to go to temple. So have to train here to recite fast. So also we take 10 minutes meditation. It is also establishing a kind of habit. I think it is also beneficial for the life. Our mind always thinking about the jobs. Sometimes thinking the jobs always may not be good. The mind is always working. Sometimes you need to rest, need to take right object. So if we can take a right object like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, so it is beneficial for the mind. So now we are reaching about seeing 4 kinds of old men, correct? So Bodhisattva, first of all, he saw the old person. After another 4 months later, he saw a sick person. Then, after 4 months later, he saw dead person. Then he saw a monk or a ascetic. So once he saw a monk or bhikkhu, or he want to be like that. Only want to accumulate wholesomeness, want to avoid evil things. So in the long samsara, in the past, he has taken those lives as a monk. So because of this, once he saw that appearance, he want to be like this. So from the garden, he went back to the palace. At that night, one person reported to him, "Oh, you got a son now. You have a newly born baby." So at that time, his mind approached in this way. He will catch me like the Rahu. Rahu is a kind of being in the Buddhist teaching, very big being, even can catch the sun and moon, not to have a light. So this one will catch me not to have a light or not to have enlightenment because of attachment. So based on that saying, his son named Rahula. La is who can catch, like Rahu. So yes, if you have a son and daughter, baby, maybe it is possible Rahu who will catch you, not to have a light. So Bodhisattva, instead of being happy, something he think a little bit like seem to be fear or afraid, because he want to do renunciation. So at that night, the dancers who do entertainments, they perform entertainments, but the Bodhisattva is not happy, very urgent to go to renunciation. So the dancers who do entertainments, after tiredness, they slept, maybe on the floor or something. So Bodhisattva saw that situation. Maybe in the dancing time, they are like beautiful or performing good action. But because of tiredness, when they slept, so not good to see. Some are snoring, some salivas come out from the mouth, like that. So situations are something like disgusting. So at that time, Bodhisattva got religion urgency, means something fear, something disgusting about the life. So even in this night, I will go to renunciation. So he make someone to wake up. His name is one of the minister. His name is Chana. So from younger time, he is like a minister or like a slave or like a friend, something like this. So very believable or trustworthy person. So you prepare a horse. The name of horse is Kandaka. So the name of slave or minister is Chana and Kandaka. So he told Chana to prepare Kandaka horse. So at that time, the devas and brahmas reaching in the courtyard, reaching in the palace. So the devas and brahmas helping Bodhisattva not to hear the sound for everybody in the city. But son Chana also don't want to prepare the horse because the father and mother or relatives don't like to go to renunciation. But as a slave or as a friend, no choice. Have to prepare horse. So Chana have to prepare the horse. So after finishing, so Bodhisattva want to see his wife Yasodhara and newly born baby. So Yasodhara is sleeping in her room together with the light, so good smelling light. Also, there is a new baby there. So Bodhisattva just standing at the door and seeing that situation. So it may not be so easy to do renunciation if he is a normal people. But he has accumulated long times ago to be Buddha. So he has renunciated many times in the past. So also he wants to hug the baby, but if the wife wake up, a queen wake up, it will be obstacle for the renunciation. So after being a Buddha, I will come back and will meet my son. By thinking like that, so he went to renunciation. So the city gate is closed, also very heavy. To open, have to use 1,000 people, because father and mother want to protect his son not to go to renunciation. So they prepare city gate to be very heavy. But the rewards helping Bodhisattva. Because of this, city gate automatically open. So at that time, the Mara, one of Deva, his name is Mara. So please don't go to renunciation. After 7 days later, a kind of gem called Chekka. Chekka is a kind of machine can fly in the sky. So some can in the Buddha's teaching. So they have a lot of good karma. So at that time, like people are very good. Take 5 precepts. So king also very good. So just he take a precept. Then that machine will come automatically to him. So that machine is because of karma, it happened. So if one can God, that machine can fly anywhere. So can rule over the whole universe. Such a kind of king is a universal monarch. Yeah, Bodhisattva also, as a Bodhisattva, he has a lot of good karma. He has accumulated a lot of paramis, perfections. This is also the last life. All perfections will produce a result. It is possible after 7 days that gem will come to him. So the Mara told him, please don't go to renunciation. You stay in the palace. The machine will come. But Bodhisattva is don't want to get a machine. Bodhisattva want to be Buddha. So he accumulated paramis, perfections, by wishing to be Buddha. So for the Mara, so he doesn't like renunciation. Why? After one being passed away, he want to reach where he was reborn. He want to see where this being reborn. So at that time he saw he has power. But if someone practice Dhamma, become like Arahanta, after that, when those beings passed away, he don't know where this being gone. So, how to say, lose a connection, like going beyond his realm. So because of this, he doesn't like. He want to make people to be happy in the normal life. So if you are happy at the home, he will not disturb. So like that, other time the devas, brahmas, welcoming Bodhisattva with the lights, with the flowers, some are using musical instruments to produce a nice sound. So in this way, Bodhisattva is going for renunciation, reached to one river. The name of river is Anoma. Anoma. So that river is wide, about the width is about 8 usaba. Usaba is a kind of measurement. So start Buddhist measurement, and the measurement in the Buddha teaching is so like start fingers. So fingers, if 12 fingers, that is one, how to call hand span. So 12 fingers is one this length. So if it is a 2 length, 1 cubit. 1 cubit. So 12 fingers is one like how to say hand palm or hand span maybe from thumb to the small finger. So if it 2, 1 cubit. So for their body, everybody like 4 cubits with their own hand. So if your body portion is nice, should be the same thing. So some people are very the same. So some people are not like that, a little bit different. So anyway, not much different. If 7 cubit, we call it yati. 7 cubit is a yati. So yati, 20 yati. 20 yati is called 1 usaba. 1 usaba, 20 yati. So 7 cubit is 1 yati. 20 yati is 1 usaba. So if 80 usaba is 1 gauda. 1 gauda. So 4 gauda is 1 yojana. If you read like Jataka's measurement, may hear like 1 yojana, 2 yojana, about 8 miles or 12 miles, they say. So start bodily measurement. So it is a good measurement because it is a long time ago. Until now, we still can understand because of using body. So now at the times, if you learn, if you are educated, you can understand. But for me, I don't understand. I want to use measurement like fingers or so hand span or cubit, like that. So that is my education. If you say 1 kilometer or something, just I'm guessing, not so sure. So like that, those kilometers are educated one can know. But if someone is not educated, we will not know. So maybe after long times, maybe 100 years, 1,000 years, if you say kilometer or miles, not sure they will know or not. So that is educated people's term. So the Buddha's teaching, measurements are using body. In the same way, timing. Timing also may measure with the blinking eye, start. Or like a hand snap. So something like this. So if so, we can guess about the timing. So this river is about 8 usaba. 8 usaba. So across by horse, across over the river by horse. So devas may help to cross that river. So if you go to Gaya, you may check a norma. Well, what is a norma? Like that. Maybe no, they may not have water, I think. No, I'm not sure. So on the other river bank, he sits. After sitting, he trying to cut his hair. So cut his hair. So the Buddha's hairs are only 2 finger long. So turning like a right side. So stay there. From that time on, never cut, or no long more than that anymore. So after getting the hair, long hair, he released towards the sky by doing determination. If I will be Buddha, may this hair will not get down, stay in the sky. So at that time, the king or deva accept with the basket. So, but people cannot see basket. Only hair is hanging in the sky. So that the king or deva bring into Theravāda, second deva realm. So make chetiya pagoda, putting in that hair. So devas are pay respect. So in the second deva realm, so there is one pagoda named Chulamani pagoda. So if you will go that realm in the next life, you may have a chance to see. So that is one way. Another way is if you practice to get to concentration. If you have a powerful concentration, you may be able to see or trying to see. So another thing is he changed the Brahma named Gadikara. In one life, that Brahma is his friend. So that Brahma is originally a Nagami, so noble person. So reborn in the Brahma realm. So he offered the 8 requisites for the monks. 8 requisites for the monks. Where he got to get from is, so the world, and the water system, this water system, including the earth or sun and moon, sometimes destroying all. After destroying, rebuilt again. When rebuilt, start the Gaya place in India. in India, enlightenment place. So start there, the others start there. So when the earth starts, that Brahma comes down to see that place. If there will be Buddha in this eon, if there will not be Buddha in this eon, no lotus flower. If there will be one Buddha, one lotus flower. If there will be two Buddha, two lotus flower. Stalk is only one, but a flower is maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the most. So if there is no flower, Brahmas are unhappy, so went back. If one flower will be one Buddha, if two flower will be two Buddha, like three flower, 4 Buddha. In this eon, 5 flowers. So 4 Buddhas are already appeared, only one left. That is Meddeya or Arimeddeya. So our Buddha is a Gautama, 4th, number 4. Before him is a Kakusanda, Gonagamana, Kassapa. Our Buddha is a Gautama. Because of this, in Sambhagora you can see 4 Buddhas facing the 4 directions. So referring into that 4 Buddha who has appeared in the world. So in that lotus flower, there is 8 requisites in each flower. So the Brahma bring all. So when Bodhisattva went to renunciation, he offered that robes, that 8 requisites. So those 8 requisites are getting from beginning point of eon, from the lotus flower, from the Gaya place. Because of this, monks' robes are start from the lotus flower. So what kind of robes it is, we don't know. What kind of color it has, we don't know. But after being a Buddha, the Buddha teaches his disciples. So some disciples are become Arahanta. So at that time, the Buddha just called, Ehi Bhikkhu, come Bhikkhu. So once the Buddha called, so the disciple automatically have robes, have 8 requisites. So such a kind of robes are called Kamajati, accomplished by Kama, accomplished by the power of Kama. So nobody need to give. So once the Buddha called, come Bhikkhu, so the disciple automatically become Bhikkhu with the robes, with the bowl, like that. So some disciples didn't have such good deeds, never offered 8 requisites in the long samsara. So if so, the Buddha cannot call Ehi Bhikkhu. So he has to find himself. So maybe in a cemetery or in a rubbish heap. So finding in the clothes, sewing to be robed. So after they have to die, like that. And so such kind of robes are called Pansukula. Pansukula. Maybe some translation like a rag robe or some dusty robe. So after some times later, one of the devotee called Jivaka report to the Buddha or request to the Buddha to allow the robes donated by devotees. So devotees make ready like this, offered Sangha, the Buddha allowed, because of the Buddha allowed. So that robes is called Kahabadi Chivara. Kahabadi Chivara is the robe of householder, the robe given by householder. So in the beginning point, robes are different kinds, different colors, but later the Buddha laid down which color is suitable, which color is not suitable. So sewing also the same, how to sew. So sewing is like a field in the Magadha city in India. So people prepare the field with the water lines or water canal with the boundary. So something nicely doing in that place. So robes are sewing like a field. What it means? So sanghas are like the field to plant the seed of merit, the seed of good deed. So in the field, if you plant the seed, you will get much benefit. In the same way, if you do wholesomeness or donations towards Sangha, Sangha will produce more benefit. Representing the field, showing Sangha is like a field to make the merit seed to grow up, to have much benefit. So because of this, at the end of Sangha qualities, Anodharam Punyakhitam Lokasa, Sangha is the field of merit seed of the world, or in the world, like that. Because our Sangha has a good morality, concentration, and wisdom, so if you support to the Sangha, even if you do a little bit, you will get much benefit. Because of this, our robes are sewing like a field. That is one thing. Another thing is, if one piece of robes, it is expensive, thieves may want to get. But if you can't cut this and that, so thieves may not want to get. So you may stay in the forest, nobody want to get your robes. So you can stay peacefully. So usually monks' robes use very different from lay people, mostly a bit ugly. So don't want to get even slippers. No need to afraid to despair. So like out of fashion. It is a very good. You can keep it somewhere. You can stay peacefully. No need to worry. Nobody want to get. So it is a very good actually. Very good. But I come to foreign country, so I cannot get like a bhikkhu slipper sometimes. Nearest one only I have to choose. So use some Singapore slippers. But if I have to go back like my village or something, I am a little bit afraid to lose my slipper. So because like a lay people's slipper, they can use. If I wear Myanmar like a bhikkhu slipper, I no need to afraid. Wherever I keep, nobody want to get. I can stay peacefully without worrying about the slipper. Because of this, the Brahma named Katikara offer 8 requisites. 8 requisites are the bowl to get alms food, Another one is 3 robes. 3 robes is upper robes, lower robes. Another one is a double robe to cover cold and heat. Another one is a belt, belt to tie the waist. Another one is a kind of like a knife and or like axe, but axe is sharp is like this, edge is like this, and that one is like this. Meaning to cut some trees, some wooden to make especially small hut for the dwelling place. Another one is a needle, string to sew the ropes. Another one is a filter. Because the bhikkhu have a rule, by filtering the water, have to drink, cannot drink directly. So I think all complete. All complete. So you may think, even own property you don't know. So own property is quite many. So I can be more than that. So that is at least a requisite. So have to bring wherever you go. So this is a requisite donated by Katikara Brahma. So the Bodhisattva changed his clothes. So Katikara Brahma bring his original clothes, changing robes, the king's robes. So he bring back towards Brahma, also made a pagoda, putting in their clothes. They pay respect, referring to Bodhisattva or Buddha, like that. So if you go to Brahma, you can see that that Chetiya is called Dosa Chetiya. Chetiya is something to be paid respect. Dosa is clothes. So in the Tawadinsa realm, Deva realm, there is Chulamani Chetiya. In the Brahma realm, there is Dosa Chetiya. So if you go to Brahma and Deva, still having a chance to see Chetiyas. I think nicer than any Chetiya in the human realm, because they are richer than us. So after that, after ordaining himself, he sent back his minister or slave, Chana. But the horse, I think sometimes because of sadness, the horse passed away in that place. Chanda alone have to go back. So the horse, after passed away, he reborn in the Deva realm, Tawadinsa realm. So the Chana, his slave or his friend, went back to the palace. So people, mother, father, mother is auntie, like second, like a young mother, may say stepmother, also his auntie. So auntie Gautami, or Bodhisattva's wife, queen, asking some situation. Chana reports everything. So, surely they are very worried, very much crying, because they all love Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva have a very good karma, very powerful. So the people surrounding love him. So at that time, about Bodhisattva's ex-wife, Queen Yasodhara, named Yasodhara, asking Bodhisattva's situation. So Bodhisattva, she heard Bodhisattva didn't eat dinner. From that time on, Bodhisattva didn't eat dinner. So among noble persons, they don't eat dinner. They don't eat after noon. So the wife, queen also didn't eat after noon. So also not wearing flowers. Normally, in the ancient time, ladies or men wearing flowers in the head. Even in Myanmar, some ladies are wearing the flower, fresh flower in the hair. India people also the same. But she didn't wear. She practiced some precepts, like Uposatha. Uposatha is precepts: not killing, not stealing, not telling lie, not doing sexual misconduct, or not doing sexual case, not drinking alcohol, not eating after noon, not doing dancing, singing, entertainment, not sleeping in the higher and luxurious place. Only they use a normal bed. So it is we call a precept. So she practiced because she is a supporter to Bodhisattva fulfill. She also must practice to be the same for the long samsara. And so she understands. If a Bodhisattva practices something, she also accordingly trying to practice like something ascetics, but she is at home. So Bodhisattva approached two teachers named Alara and Uddaka, two ascetics. They got something jhana, worldly jhana or mundane jhana. So Bodhisattva approached, listening in their talk. Bodhisattva, by hearing, he can decide because he is knowledgeable. So these two ascetics are not just saying, have experience. So if we listen to someone's speech, if we are knowledgeable, we can guess. Just saying or experiencing, something like this. So Bodhisattva understanding, these two they really experience such a state, like jhana or absorption. So not only they have a faith, I also have a faith. Not only they have effort, I also have effort, and we're trying to get. So that is a knowledgeable person's mind, If we may check some other people, how they practice, how is their experience. So if something we have knowledge, we may know situation. After knowing, we should reflect. Not only they have a faith, not only they have a effort, we also have a faith. We believe ourselves. We have a confidence. If I am practice, I also will get something like this. So he practiced, he got it quickly. So these two teachers are very surprised about the Bodhisattva's knowledge. So they give Bodhisattva as a teacher. But Bodhisattva understand this attainment cannot be free from samsara, cannot be free from lives. Only can reborn Brahma realm. So it is not the way he trying to find. He want to get liberation, being free from dead, sick, or old, like that. So he trying to find out by himself. He practice austerity. Austerity is a kind of practicing very difficult. In Pali name is Dukkara Chariya. Very difficult practicing. So in the beginning, he went to the market down, get alms of food, eat that, practice metta meditation. So then, didn't eat normal food, only fruit falling itself from the tree. He eat that fruit only. But later on, he just eat the fruit falling in front of him. He never trying to find out here and there for the food. So, and he practiced very difficult practicing. So later on, he trying to cut off food totally. But the devas nearby told him, if you trying to cut off food, we will put some nutriment into your body. So at that time, the Bodhisattva not cut off totally, only like one hand, like bean milk, another one like a date, small date fruit. He eat that. So in this way he practiced 6 years. So never got attainment. So Bodhisattva have a human quality. Why he last such a long time? In the past, in one life, in the past, he blamed the Buddha. So he will not get attainment or something like this. He had said blaming previous Buddha. So in one life, in the past, because of that karma, he has to practice 6 years. So you may think blaming is a very powerful bad karma, but if you blame normal people, may have bad karma, may not be so powerful. But if you blame higher people with a good morality or concentration, so it was. So because of this, if someone is good in mind, we cannot disturb easily. So in the same way, if you are good, if other people disturb you, so they will suffer like that. So sometimes we cannot prevent others not to disturb us, but trying to be good own self. It is quite powerful. Some people cannot disturb a long time. So if disturb pure people, so it is not good. So Bodhisattva have to suffer 6 years. Actually, his body and mind is very mindful, body also very healthy. Because of this, although he eat a little bit, can survive. But normal people may not be able to survive. So bodies are different. So some people eat a little, can survive. Some people, although eat different kinds of supplement and nutriment, still not so strong. So like that. So finally, he practiced very diligently. So he become like something giddy or nearly unconscious. So at that time, he started to think, it is the last stage about this practicing. If I practice more than this, I will die. So his knowledgeable person should not be more than that. I should stop this practicing. By practicing in this way, will not get attainment. In the past, may not have such people who practice more than me. In the future also will not have who practice more than me, because it is the last stage. If he don't go back, he understand, I will die. So after that, he relinquished that practicing. So he start to eat normal food, trying to increase his strength. So after that, he practiced breathing meditation, because in the young time, as a child, he has practiced that. At that time, he remember, in the past, I have practiced something. It will be correct, because something peaceful, or like that, peaceful and powerful. So he trying to eat food, getting strength, and practice properly breathing meditation. So at that time, his age is 35. So 16, he become king. 29, he go to renunciation. 29, at the age of 29, go to renunciation. Practice 60 years. Now, the age 35. At that time, he got a kind of food donated by Sujata, the daughter of a rich man. So milk rice. So at the river bank, the name of river is Niranjara. He eat 49 mouthful. So maybe he is very hungry. So like some people, after coming back from the meditation retreat, they eat a lot in Singapore. They are missing Singaporean food. So like Bodhisattva eat 49 mouthful. Yeah, his body is actually healthy body. Maybe able to eat quite much. So he released a cup in the river. So if I will be Buddha, the cup will flow upstream. The cup flow upstream. So he has a lot of confidence, because his mind has become very clear, got some attainment, like a mundane absorption. So he do determination. So he went to Bodhi tree, like a Gaya place. On the way, one Brahmin offered the grass, handful of grass. So he spread another Bodhi tree to make a seat. So that seat is wide, about 14 cubit. So 14 cubit. Only I can say that. So you're trying to understand. So mathematics are different. So he sat there and determined, until I become Buddha, I will not break this sitting. So the king of devas helping means how to say, something he used like one music instrument, blowing air, making a nice sound. Another deva, Panchasika, playing the lute, may say lute. So some Suyama Deva and Sandausita Deva, fanning Bodhisattva. Sambari Brahma is holding white umbrella. And so one of the dragon, together with the lady dragons, dancing and singing, making entertainment, like something winning ceremony. So they all know the Bodhisattva will win here, will got entertainment. So at that time, the Mara coming. But Mara is always seeing Bodhisattva's weakness. when he will want to go back palace. But the Bodhisattva didn't want to go back. Very energetic one, very determined one. So disturbing Bodhisattva, creating like his hand is 1,000. 1,000 hand, together with the elephant, making a very fearful sound, trying to fight Bodhisattva, but cannot approach very near to the Bodhisattva, because the Bodhisattva perfection is very powerful, just a little far from, making fearful sound, please fight, trying to fight, something like this. So at that time, Bodhisattva seeing with the compassion eye towards Mara. So to get to this place, because every Buddha appear in that place is a winning place. Until now, many people respect that. And so that is like a winning place. To get to this place, I have to fulfill perfections, mean very long time, like uncountable eons. He has done dana, sila, renunciation, upekkha, equanimity, metta, loving kindness, panya, wisdom, effort, like that. So let it be in the last life, Vesandrake, he offered his wife. At that time, the earth shaking. So the other shock or shaking. So the other will know my paramis, my imperfections. So by reflecting like that, by saying like that, his hand touched the earth. So because of this, some statues are touching in the earth. So it is maybe represent that situation. So making the earth as a witness. So at that time, the earth shaking like a machine, so shaking very seriously. So all beings are very terrified, and then Mara also running away. So it is at the beginning of night, so he can win Maras. So the other devas, Brahmas, like something Plau or Chia. So it is before the sunset. So in the first watch of the night, he got one kind of knowledge. Nivasa nosati jnana, remembering or seeing the past lives, many past lives. So in the second watch, middle of the night, he got Deva Chakku Jnana, divine eye. Divine eye means that the devas can see everywhere, everything. So he is a human. Because of practicing concentration, power of concentration, the worlds are open. Although something is near or far, closed or not closed, he can see everything, any beings. Beings in the awful state, beings in the Deva realm, everything he can see. So such a kind of knowledge is called Deva Chakku, divine eye. So it is in the middle of the night, in the second watch of the night. So near the downtime, he got Sabanyuta Jnana, omniscient knowledge. So like Arahanta, getting arhatship, but the Buddha is together with the omniscient knowledge. Omniscient knowledge means whatever you want to think. If the Buddha think, will know everything. like that. That is omniscient knowledge. Not every time he know. Once he want to use, he want to know something. At that time, that knowledge appear in his mind. So it is omniscient knowledge. He become Buddha. So the other devas, Brahmas, they celebrate as a winning. So here, writing a note, after becoming a Buddha, so some people cleaning that place, that earth, with the perfumes, making puja with the flowers. Some are pouring water, body trees. So they use from the water. With the water, they apply their body or their face. So in some book writing like that. Because of this, Sarah said, because of this in Myanmar, so in the April, they have a water festival. So maybe water festival are coming from there. Another day, in the Vaisakha day, they pour water to the Bodhi tree. So maybe from that events. So it is Buddha's story here, ending in this situation. So I may say something little bit. So the Buddha, after 49 days later, the Buddha teach first discourse, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. In the 7th years, the Buddha went up to the Theravāda realm to teach Abhidhamma. At the same time, he created one body, another body come down in the human realm, teach Bhanisariputta as a brief. Bhanisariputta organized Buddha's teaching for his disciple. So it is Abhidhamma. So Abhidhamma in the Deva realm is a very wide teaching. Last 3 months as a human. But as a Deva, only just one sitting. They are very long life. Have very healthy body. And so no need to change. But Bhanisariputta organized for his disciples. It is not so wide, not so narrow, not so brief. So Abhidhamma in the Theravāda realm, very, very wide, teaching 3 months continuously. So the Buddha teach Bhanisariputta is very brief. It is very brief, very narrow, because Bhanisariputta is a very knowledgeable person. No need to teach all the way. Some are just giving a method only. So Bhanisariputta create or organized for his disciple is nowadays Abhidhammas. So nowadays Abhidhamma is organized by Bhanisariputta based on Buddha's teaching. So Abhidhamma is 3 things: very wide way in the Deva realm, very narrow way, teaching to the Bhanisariputta. So the Abhidhamma in the book is organized by Bhanisariputta, not by using his knowledge, based on Buddha's teaching. So it is not so wide, not so brief. So in this way, the Buddha teach Dhamma, going here and there, 45 years. At the age of 80, the Buddha passed away into Parinibbana. So, as a Buddha life, just 45 years, from 35 to 80. So, it is a Buddha story. Now, in this book, it's just ending another Bodhi tree. The Buddha got winning ceremony. So, celebrate winning, celebrate a ceremony surrounded by devas, brahmas, dragons, like that. So it is at the end of that story. So we should stop in here. So next time we were trying to teach something like about the Chetiyas, Pagodas, what is the connection with the Buddha story. So now by listening stanza in here, and we're trying to stop our talk. Om Namo Devize Dome Zayado Drado Zayam Nata Tambam Dava Dandam Karame Zayamingalam Om Andrekin Yanzwe Shinwe Kaunyin Singa Mashindao Mingalaji Pshibazedri Nata Tambam Taubam Melu Kunyimina Yamba Weya Byamale Meshibabe Dava Dandan Kone Shema Piat Dain Trapo Ninda Pue Pyu Elu Dalim Zayado Barami Sahon Lana Sompien Chego Mulwe Puerai Meshang Nuerai Me Ono Mube Tado Zayan Darado On Yazikan On Nilan Night Minya Male Desan Dekananga Mansa Yue Myo Paya Onle Betanaro Mube Tado Dedawa Maga Yang Lian Ushang Byama Onlan Sun Zun Lun Delulu Ashin Onomu Myaswa Paya Me Mount Degin On Yue Tinwe Omian Myo Dabiroi Wizedong Mashang Kabin Kaun Ninwe On Jinji On Maya Jin Jonga Namo Angedi de Go Gongo, Musong Mansa Yue, Danda Shiko Bai Paya. Me Mount Degin, On Yue Dinwe, On Mian Myo Davidoa. Zaya Mingalam, On Yan Day, On the Mapian. On Bay Day Dwayne, On Hey Jinwe, On Yin Singa, Mingalago. Kara the Vienu, make you pian. Zaya do bone, Meru Doan. Upon Bon Amue Bo. Pubero mu ba ono mu Ashimyaji Paya Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Sharing merit. Repeat after me. Idame Bonyam Asawakayam Wahan Hodu Idame Bonyam Naibanasa Bachayo Hodu Mama Bonya Bhagam Sava Sadanam Bhajemi Desabe Mesamam Bonya Bhagam Lavandu Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.